oh, you can cut the Schadenfreude with a knife. They're calling it the woke choke. That's right. The woke choke, the ultra-leftist, repulsively woke, anti-American disgrace Megan Rapinoe just ended her career by missing a penalty kick that eliminated the U.S. women's soccer team from the World Cup, the earliest exit in their team's history. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot professor, and my, oh my, what an embarrassment. The U.S. women's soccer team, which has a history of rather woke antics led by the ultra-woke Megan Rapinoe, lost to Sweden over the weekend, officially exiting from this year's World Cup tournament. President Trump weighed in on the embarrassing loss. Quote, "The shocking and totally unexpected loss by the U.S. women's soccer team to Sweden is fully emblematic of what's happening to our once great nation under crooked Joe Biden. Many of our players were openly hostile to America. No other country behaved in such a manner or even close. Woke equals failure." Nice shot, Megan. The USA is going to hell. MAGA. So, according to President Trump, in many respects, that kick was a variation of one of the fundamental laws of the universe, get woke, go broke. This was get woke, go home. And my Megan Rapinoe remained woke to the bitter end. Here's what she said in the press conference afterwards. Take a look.
Is there a memory that stands out to you right now in this moment?
I mean, probably equal pay chance after the final. And I think, they were saying equal pay, but could have been saying a lot of things. I think this team has always fought for so much more, and that's been the most rewarding part for me. Of course, playing in World Cups and winning championships and doing all that, but to know that we've used our really special talent to do something, that's really changed the world forever. I think that means the most to me, and the players in this locker room here. They're just getting started, and to all the players that I've played with, obviously, who know what it's like to be in the grind. That's the best part.
What an utterly imbecilic, narcissistic sycophant. My favorite memory of playing soccer is when I changed the world. Me. I changed the world. Well, Megan, my favorite memory was you demonstrating your economic illiteracy for all the world to see.
We've filled stadiums, we've broken viewing records, and yet despite all of this, we're still paid less than our male counterparts.
Megan Rapinoe, a star of the team, speaking to Congress on Equal Pay Day.
If it can happen to me, with the brightest light shining on us at all times, it can, and it does, happen to every person who is marginalized by gender.
Now, what she just said there was patent nonsense. Professional athletes are not paid for their actual work. No one is. No one is paid for their actual work. We are all paid in accordance with the value we bring to others. And whether Rapinoe likes it or not, men's soccer is significantly more popular and therefore brings more value to people's lives. Simply put, there are more people willing to pay big money to watch men's soccer than there are to watch women's soccer. And the Women's World Cup proves it. The International Soccer Federation literally had to give away tickets to get people to come to the games. I kid you not, 20,000 tickets were given away because of their slumping ticket sales. They were so desperate for butts in the seats that they actually gave tens of thousands of tickets away just so that they would have an audience. And the ultra-woke narcissist Rapinoe's whining about equal pay. But there's something that's been happening that should concern all of us here, gang. It's a new and serious threat coming from woke corporations. It's called debanking, where woke banks are increasingly closing the accounts of patriots all around the globe. And one of the most important areas of protest where patriots are deliberately taking their money out of these woke banks is in the massive buying spree going on currently with gold and silver. I mean, we saw this right after the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, where more and more investors began moving their money back to the timeless value of gold. And we've got some amazing friends to this channel who can help you do just that. We've partnered with the top-rated precious metals company Goldco, who've helped patriots across the nation move over $1 billion into gold and silver. You heard that right, $1 billion with a B. They're absolutely amazing. Click on that link below. And for those with retirement accounts, the patriots over at Goldco are offering up to $10,000 in free silver when opening up a qualified IRA account. And for cash buyers, gang, you're going to love this. You can get bonus silver just for making a purchase. So if you buy $15,000 worth of precious metals, you're going to get $750 in bonus silver. If you buy $25,000 in precious metals, you're going to get over $1,200 worth of bonus silver. But that's only as long as supply lasts. So don't wait. Click on that link below. This is your opportunity to protect yourself from woke banks by guarding your assets with what patriots have invested in for centuries, the timeless value of gold and silver. Click on that link below right now. Now, obviously, as you could see, I mean, this insufferable leftist has hardly made her ultra-woke opinion secret. Rapinoe recently openly endorsed, if you can believe it, the idea of including biological men in U.S. women's national soccer team. And in women's sports in general, she argued that trans women are real women, whatever that means. I'm still waiting to hear a coherent definition of this term woman from the woke left. They keep using it, and she dismissed national legislation aimed at barring men from competing in women's sports as, quote, bullshit. Rapinoe claims that concerns about transgender athletes in women's sports are unfounded, and she accuses those who question transgender ideology of contributing to violence against transgender individuals. Now, many are pointing out how frankly bizarre those comments were, given that Rapinoe herself was subject to a rather humiliating thumping. These are U15 boys, that's under 15, playing an exhibition match with none other than the U.S. professional women's soccer team. The women were reportedly preparing for a match with Russia when they agreed to play the DC Dallas under 15 boys team, and they were crushed 5-2. The U.S. women's soccer team was crushed 5-2 by a bunch of adolescent boys. Rapinoe was reportedly playing in that match, and she has the gall to say that concerns about biological men competing with women are unfounded. Megyn Kelly recently had a thing or two to say about that as well.
Megan Rapinoe. Now that she's made all of her millions, she has a little message for the rest of us, and that is we're not allowed to say anything she doesn't approve of when it comes to trans athletes. She says to Time magazine that in particular she's got a problem with Dave Chappelle, Martina Navratilova, and Sage Steele. She goes on and says that what's happening here is women's sports is being, quote, weaponized. Show me all the trans people who are nefariously taking advantage of being trans in sports. It's just not happening. Okay, really? Megan Rapinoe, stand by. All right, I'll start with the obvious. Leah Thomas, the North Carolina volleyball player who seriously injured another high school girl in playing opposite her. Austin Killups in cycling. Rachel McKinnon in cycling. Here's some other trans cyclists. Teresa Plavi, Leslie Mumford, Tiffany Thomas, Molly Cameron, Emily Bridges in running, Terry Miller, and Andrea Yearwood. Athena Ryan, the weightlifter, Laurel Hubbard. We could keep going. We could go all day long. Do your homework. Do your homework before you get out there and spew a bunch of nonsense.
So as you can see, Rapinoe may be thinking she's changing the world, but all she's actually doing is demonstrating what a total, complete, unthinking, woke moron she really is. So long, Megan. For tens of millions of Americans, you will not be missed. Woke joke. Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.